Yes, Aisha, big up yourself, man. It was Mendy's job to safeguard himself or his team. That's what he pays them for. Where's his family? He is a Senegalese Muslim. They are meant to be strict. We know this, Aisha, but look at, let's keep it real, Aisha. Look at the African community used to have this sort of thing on them that they were so strict and all of this stuff, but we see how a lot of them man are moving in the UK now. They're the same as the Caribbean offspring now. Exactly. They're doing the same thing. So all them lot of them drill man and all that. They're not Caribbean. A lot of them that are dropping body like domino and all that. They're not Caribbean. These man, it means nothing. Let me keep this thing real. All these London rappers that are throwing over the Muslim cloth and doing all of that, they do it for Eid, to take pictures and say wallahi to man and all them kind of thing. Big up my Muslim brethren. But a lot of men are just jumping on that because it's a wave.
Yeah. It's
but then you get in the booth and it's all about moving jugs. It's all about different gang. It's all about road. So what happened to the teachings when it comes to your career? Oh, so you're only that for Eid, for the photo ops. That's the same like them footballers. Yes, he comes from that. But if you give him a lifestyle of luxury, most people don't have common sense in today's world. You give most man £1 million and see how long it lasts. Matter of fact, it is a fact that so many lottery winners win it and go broke.
Yes.
And that's what a lot of these ballers, they have talent, but they have no financial training. That's why a man will buy a Rolls Royce, cash and all them kind of things, knowing that in 6 months he's going to want the new plate. They're just burning money. And remember, it's a very short career.
Yes.
If you're not good with money, from Mike Tyson can go broke, Ali can go broke, because we're talking about inflation. They were very rich for their time. These guys went broke because when you have an idea that money is not to be respected, you will behave this way. And if you're someone who spends recklessly like that, you're going to be reckless with girl also. And that's why Mendy was sleeping with all these girls. Again, I don't agree with it, but that doesn't mean the man's a rapist. And once he's accused, give him due process. Give him due process. But what's happening is nobody's getting due process, especially in them times. And look now, you've took the man's prime. Man City have to pay him back all that money. You've ruined the man's career for what? For what? You don't think them other ballers are doing that? I've seen it myself. I'll go into the story again. Manchester, 2007, the day that Robinho signed for Man City. Girls that wouldn't even look our direction, Noble. Matter of fact, they wouldn't even walk past our table. Not to say we wanted them anyway, but they wouldn't. My man couldn't even speak English and had girl. They understand what what they need to do in the toilet though. Yeah. They understand. You can't fool me, man.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
You can't fool me, man.
Please, get the fuck out of here, man.
These girls, oh, you think they were in there? If my man's having parties, they said that he was having foam parties in the yard and all of that. What you think you're going there for? Forget what the mainstream say. What do they think they are going there for? You go to a man's hotel room, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning. You think you're going there to watch Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings, boss, and Ted too. That's what they're going to do. Have some popcorn.
You go in there because that's what these men want. That's what they want. So you're going there and then it's like, oh, anybody who questions it, they've got a way of cancelling them too. Because if you say, yo, give man due, but you're supporting it, you must agree with what he did. No, all these counts, a dark-skinned black man from France who's making how much money went through an English court system and they didn't find him guilty on one charge. People, what are we talking about here, man? In one breath, we're saying the system's unfair and the system's out to get us and all of that. And in the next breath, a man goes up against 20, 30 white women and gets off. Which one is it, man? I need somebody to assist me. Which one is it? Because all I'm seeing is they couldn't prove that he raped any girl. And I don't want to hear no statistics about, well, most victims. Do you think my man, unless he's some sick George Fritzl kind of sick, twisted individual, he's going to rape 30 gal? Come on, man. We got to start having some common sense, man. We have to. If we're going to grow as humans, common sense needs to come back.
That's
common sense.
No.
Come through, Noble. Let's go.
You said it, man. If we want to grow as humans and as mankind, we gotta have either sense or common sense. As we've hypothesized, or as I've hypothesized many years back, there's no such thing as common sense. Because these things that we talk about on a weekly basis, you know what I mean, on a daily basis, depending if we're recording other content, it's sense. These are basics. You get up, you wake up, what do? You get out of bed. It's like some people are like, oh, I'm up now, what do I do? Do I get out of bed? Do I breathe? Just imagine some of these people. Just imagine if you had full control over your respiratory system. Do you think people would remember to breathe? Because how these things going in, these 85ers are deaf, dumb, and blind. We're at a stage, I've said it before, they love the devil because the devil gives them nothing. There's no righteousness in this thing, boss.
No.
There's nothing going in except for self-fulfillment, vicariously living through social media, and consumerism. Outside of that, there's no value placed upon people. No one wants to use manners. People don't want to smile with you, interact on a basic human or mankind level. These people are stuck. They've been brainwashed, their heads in the sand, and it's like, I love this so much. You know, like in the Matrix, my man's like, yo, I know this shit ain't real, but I love it. I love this shit. I'm here, boss. I love it. Like, it ain't real? This shit ain't real? And it's not leading you anywhere. But because it's popular, man. YOLO. Get that there, man. Get that bag. Pop the Percocets. Get the damn, the BBL girl. Breasts stiff up and all kind of thing. Yeah, contoured up face, get the damn Brazilian weave thing going on. That's life, that's living. Flying to Dubai, Mark, we gotta go to Dubai. We gotta go there as well.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the problem. This is the issue, yeah, with social media and the media on a whole. We've lost due process now. We've lost due process. What we've did is we've allowed people to push their own narratives. So it's not a fact is a fact, you know. A fact doesn't have an emotion. Like that's what we need to understand in today's world. Like a fact is a fact, and the fact is that he was having his way with a lot of these women. Let's keep it 1,000. Just like Mario Balotelli was. Just like a lot of these other guys were as well. They were having their way. And that's because we're in a culture that money is the ruler of all. We're in that culture now that you don't even really hear people argue against that. If you go to times of the past and you look at things of the past, money was still a very important thing in society. But there were still people who were like, it's not the be all and end all for me. We need it. But there were still people who felt like that. Like in today's world, we're just on some Tony Montana, push it to the limit, ride it till the wheels fall off. And that's why these girls throw themselves at them kind of men. Like, that's why they do that. I remember there was one of them London people who did like a mail thing where you could write in and tell your experiences, like with like famous people. And I read a lot of those stories, and there was girls who were like saying like they met someone, and within 5 minutes, they just, because that person was famous, they were doing all kind of madness. And I'm saying, like, why don't we look at things like that as well and try and change that culture, that people are that besotted with celebrities? When are we going to change that? You have terms that people say online, like Beyonce's internet and all kind of stupidness.
What does that even mean? I've heard that a few
because
times.
They're trying to make out like she's above all, innit? Like she's so important. And this is a person who can say words that sound good. That's what their talent is. No disrespect, because she's a great singer, but you can say words, sing words that sound good. That's where your relevancy ends. We have to get back to that. We got to get back to the bread and circus, Noble. We have to get back to those who are in the circus. Stay in the circus.
Yeah.
You're part
So,
of...
look, let's rewind time to the 80s, 90s, up to, I guess, the late 90s. Remember the National Enquirer? Remember that?
The National Enquirer.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that one. Break it down.
Okay. All right, then. So that's what TMZ is today. Just think what TMZ does. That's what the National Enquirer was. So on a Sunday, Saturday, whatever, you'd go to get your news of the world or whatever. And if you wanted some crazy stuff, or you'd see the cover, it'd have, back in the 80s, early 90s again, them times, Wacko Jacko sleeps in a damn oxygen tent. Wacko Jacko is there with bubbles. Arnold Schwarzenegger meets an alien. There would be the most wackiest, craziest headlines, Mark. And people would buy it. Why would they buy it? Because it's oh my God, they're not saying that in News of the World. Elvis Presley's alive and he's in Birmingham. Yo, let me grab that thing. That what was going in. That was like light entertainment. People, I mean, don't get me wrong. There would be some stupid 85ers who would take that information and run with it. But the majority of the people knew that they was reading that just for fun. It was fun. They knew it was all stupid. And within that, don't get me wrong, there was a smidgen of truth in some of the stories, but generally it was all folly.
Yeah.
Gregorian year of 2024, they've said that's the new wave.
Yeah.
We're pushing this thing out, TMZ, yeah? This kind of content runs the thing. The old school shame stream, lamestream media, they've got their place, you know what I mean, for the boomers potentially and blah, 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 and just to show that we're doing the thing, but that's where the real thing is done. And then we got social media on the other hand, which is going to socially engineer people into the, yeah, man, TMZ, oh, shit, 3-minute clip, oh, 60 seconds, yeah, man, what was I going to do? What am I going to do tomorrow? What's my name? People are just stuck for us.
Yeah, man. It's true, man. It's true. They've changed up the thing. So we'll say this before we move on from this topic. Innocent until proven guilty. That's the lesson. There's no other way around this. A man is innocent until proven guilty. A woman is innocent until proven guilty. You're not guilty until proven innocent. That has to change. And this Benjamin Mendy situation should be a lesson to all. Sometimes you got to attack the root cause of a problem. I've seen gang keep up madness, all off the back of because that man kicks a ball around a green pitch every week and makes money. She's willing to do all kind of things. Yeah. Now, when you do that now and you go back and you look in the mirror and you realize, yo, what did I just do? Because remember, these men are not even putting a hat on. So you're probably all sharing juice with another how many women? Diseases, not to mention soul ties. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're just giving up the goodie because, yo, I've seen him kick a ball. He's brought me to this lovely house. I'm going to do a madness. That has to change. That has to change. But okay,
what position do you want me in? Huh?
Yeah, man. That's how it's moving, man. It's all kind of look at the madness. You see it. You see it. You see this. Just go on Twitter. Just go onto Twitter. What would you do with me? I'm only dealing with the bag. What's your favorite position in front of an ATM? You see it all there.
Yeah.